Shut up and sit down.
Welcome to the Bricks King podcast, where I'm going to bend your ear about Lego, review those amazing bricks of plastic, and discuss what is new and up and coming around the Lego world. I'm your minifig host, Matt. Let's belt on it. Welcome in, everybody. How you doing today? I feel like I just got back from another planet or something. You know, back here in the studio, I'm here behind the microphone, and we're here. We are absolutely here. And we're going to do a special episode, not today, but we're going to be doing a special episode because I want to share some information with you. And I think it is, I think it's very important to the podcast, and I think it's very important to the future of the podcast, but that will be coming soon. So breaking the hiatus, we're back with an episode today from Albuquerque, New Mexico, the brick show that was out there in August. I know you're like, oh my God, dude, it's October. What is wrong with you? We should be getting ready for Halloween and stuff. So I've got another guest. We're going to try and knock all these out here in the next couple of days so you guys can get them. And I apologize to those that have been waiting, that took their time at the show to be able to do the interviews with me. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and kick into this interview with Kamaki. All right, we're here with another guest. This one is for all the adults in the room. So if you are a fan of this pop culture show, you're going to love this one. Today I have with me Kamaki. Kamaki, I got it right. I'm usually bad with names. I've got Kamaki with me here. And again, we're still here in Albuquerque. And he has brought a first time, I've never seen this in any of the cons I've gone to, Breaking Bad stuff. And it's not just a little bit of Breaking Bad. It's not just an RV. You've got the everything over there, man.
I got a little bit of everything.
You've got a little bit of everything. You've got stuff that's autographed. You've got pictures of the actors with some of your props over there. I mean, it's kind of a big deal. You're kind of a big deal here. So tell us about some of the stuff that you have over there. I'd love to hear about it.
Well, let's see. I got, so it's been a while. So I I think 2008 was the first one I built. It was a mosaic. It was the first mosaic.
Of the chickens.
No, the other one.
Okay.
Of just the Breaking Bad logo.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then so I met some people that live up here in Albuquerque that's worked on the TV show. And so through other groups, through Breaking Bad groups and Better Call Saul groups, I would bring the stuff up here to their shows, not any Lego shows,
okay,
but just for Breaking Bad fan things. And then I just started building a little bit more and more. Some of the things over there are other people's builds that I built, but it says, it credit to the people who made it, just to add, because there's only, so many things I can build.
Yeah.
So I got the Los Pollos Hermanos build. And I got some custom builds, the Saul's office.
Yes,
in there.
That is really sharp. When my wife and I walked around earlier this morning before everybody got here, I was blown away by that. The accuracy is spot on. You did a great job with that one.
It's funny with something about that. So there was a Better Call Saul event, and they had a big full-size prop of the Saul's office.
Oh wow!
And I took pictures of the walls, and that's replicas on the small, so it's an actual replica of a large replica.
That is phenomenal.
So let's see, we got that. We got Jane's apartment. I made box cutters, Lego box cutters.
You sure did.
So I got Giancarlo to sign one, and then I got Victor to sign the other one. So Victor's the one who got his throat slashed. You can say that.
No, we're good.
So each of them signed one of those. And I got a bunch of signatures from a lot of the actors, and they're up on the big mosaic, which is the Los Pollos Hermanos logo.
Yeah, with the chickens. I keep saying the chickens.
The chickens.
It is.
It's
huge.
Chickens. It's huge. And then I won the mosaic, best mosaic.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's how probably you would say 5 feet, something like that.
I always forget.
It's pretty big. Guys, I will have pictures of it on Instagram, so you can check that out when the interview comes out. But you definitely need to, if you get an opportunity to take that thing to another show, you need to.
Okay.
That thing gonna do. That people will be blown away by that.
Yeah, I always wondered about how it would be received with the Lego community. You know, the fans of Breaking Bad
Yeah.
love it, but I would just bring it out to Breaking Bad fan things.
Yeah.
And not so much Lego things. This is the first time I've ever brought anything to any convention.
Well,
so
I'm glad you did.
it's fun.
Because I mean, everybody uses a different medium to, express or whatever, show fandom or whatnot. Yours is just awesome because it's Lego and it's Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you see that kind of stuff at, like I had mentioned, some of the bigger shows and stuff like that, and it's always received well.
Yeah.
Just because you always have somebody that's like, oh, that is really cool.
Yeah.
There was something last year in Chicago with something to do with a flapper girl. From the what was it, 20s, 30s?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So there's always an audience for it. Doesn't matter where it is.
Yeah.
It's not going to be sold by the Lego group,
Yeah.
but there's always going to be an audience for it. So, but you've got your huge mosaic over there. Tell me a little bit about that. I know mosaics have become super, super popular. How long did it take you to get it to that final? Assuming it is final, you're like, I don't want to
final.
make any adjustments or anything.
Yeah, other than adding more autographs to it.
Yeah.
I made it years ago before the Lego mosaics.
Yeah.
So now everything's light.
Sure.
Everything's on 1x1s.
Yeah.
So that's brick built,
It is.
and it's on a big, thick
It is.
plywood. So I think I drilled base plates onto the plywood and then built it from there. So it's very heavy. And
Yeah,
so
I was looking. Your underlayer of like the yellow bricks.
Yeah.
Is like actual like bricks. It's not plates. It's not 1x1s. It's
Yeah.
not tiles or anything like
now
that.
everybody makes these light things you can just pick up
Yeah.
and carry. And
Right.
so yeah, if I ever make another one, I'll use the new standard.
Does it? So is it just on one sheet of wood?
One sheet of wood.
Okay, I didn't know because I know some people. They do it. They're like, it's easier to transport this way.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna throw it in the back of the truck. We're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You throw it on the back of the truck.
So you had mentioned the autographs, and I wanted to get to that because do you have everybody like
No.
the main characters?
No.
No.
Got some of the main characters, a lot of the medium characters.
Okay. Do you have Walter himself on there?
No.
No.
Nope.
You got to find him. He's got to sign
I
it.
don't know about that.
You never know. I mean, like you and I had mentioned to you, with the movie coming out, I think later this year, next year. I think it's next year. I don't know. There's always a chance. You can always run into him in an event.
I don't
Always.
know, yeah. We ran into them once. They were doing an event where they were signing their bottles.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't think you can take anything up there. So I don't know.
Oh, man. You know what? If somebody, it's worldwide, there's got to be somebody on here that knows him.
Yeah.
What's his name? I can't remember.
Bryan Cranston
Bryan Cranston.
and Aaron Paul.
And Aaron Paul. If you somehow have any kind of connection, I know there's a lot of talented people out there. Kamaki would like to have a word to add to his thing. Have they seen it, by the way? No?
Howard, the guy who plays Patrick,
Okay.
who plays Howard, has seen it. And he
Okay.
took a picture with it
Okay.
and signed the tile.
That's cool.
And he loved it.
That's awesome.
Took a picture of it for himself.
But see, that's a big deal. I mean, to you, I think it would be a big deal, but to them, I would think that'd be pretty cool. You're immortalized, forever in a version of Lego.
Yeah.
Some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So you've got, I know you've got the RVs over there. Are those your builds?
Yes.
They're your builds. All right. You have two of them?
I have two of them. So I have a friend who has an RV tour here in Albuquerque.
Oh, okay.
So we went on the tour, and I liked it so much, I built him an RV, and I gave it to him. So every time I give one away, I build another one. And,
all right.
So I have a few versions of it. That's why on the side it says the Breaking Bad RV tours.
Okay. That makes
So
sense
that's
now.
what- yeah.
I gotcha.
So I've been, every Comic-Con in Phoenix, we have
Yeah.
Fan Fusion. I always try to have it displayed out there somewhere for him.
It's cool.
Send in the picture of it.
That is cool, though.
Yeah.
And like I talked to you before we started recording here, I had no idea that I knew it was New Mexico. I didn't know it was Albuquerque. I thought it was.
Yeah.
I just had to double guess myself. So Lego, why do Lego?
I do Lego anyway. I love Lego, so
Yeah.
I've been doing Lego. And then this was just part of something like a niche to build in. Nobody else seemed to be building anything.
Well,
They do now. I see a lot of sets,
Yeah.
knockoff sets out there.
Oh, of course.
But
Of course.
But yeah, it's something I was interested in.
So I didn't know this because there's a few different lugs here. I think
I know there's a couple for sure.
I'm part of DFW lug. I know our president is here. New Mexico lug. I know your lug. Your lug is Cactus
Brick.
lug or Cactus Brick.
Brick.
Sorry, I'm looking. I saw lug at the end. Cactus Brick. So where are you guys kind of based out of?
So we're in Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
And we've been probably 12, 13, 14 years now in our group. And we do big shows. We do a lot of big ones that with big train layouts in cities.
See, those are fun.
And
I'm really disappointed there's only one train here.
Yeah.
And it's by a single lady on the other side.
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed. I know it's year one. I was expecting to find a city and a train layout somewhere in here. There's a couple city layouts, but not a big one.
Yeah, we would have been up here with the group, but we already we had another show in Arizona this weekend.
Okay.
So a train show. So,
See, and all the trains are going there.
So,
all the train guys are saying, no, we're going to,
so we're going to check
home.
it out, and hopefully, if the group's available next year, they'll come up here.
That would be cool.
They go to Oregon.
Okay.
Bricks by the Bay they used to go to.
Okay.
So this is a lot closer. So
yeah, sure.
We'll have to come
a lot
here
closer.
Instead. Yeah.
Well, I need to talk to Robert and be like, Robert, you need to adjust the date next year so that the train guys can come, because it's the same thing. I'm in Dallas, and you have the Texas brick builder, train brick builder guys that can't brick railroad, whatever it's called, and they go to all of those shows and stuff like that. And you see these massive train layouts, and then I walked in here. And it's not a bad thing because it's year one and it's new.
Yeah.
It'll get popular, I promise. But it is kind of one of those things I was like, where's the train? Where's the train?
Yeah,
where's the train?
Central. Well, you got the cow.
You do. You have the sea cow.
Which is ginormous.
I can't. First thing my wife said is, how do you move it? I don't know.
Well, you see the crate. The crate is just as impressive as the thing.
I don't even want
it's like a custom crate.
I don't even want to know. So we've got an interview with Robert coming later, so you guys will get to hear that. But yeah, so Lego, you've been doing it for obviously a while because your mocks are pretty darn cool. When did you start building with Lego?
Oh, when I was a kid.
Oh, of course, when you were a kid.
Yeah.
What was popular? What were you into, I guess I should say, when you were a kid?
I think always city stuff.
City,
really? Yeah, vehicles, buildings. More city, no space, not too much. A lot of city stuff.
And that's what you focus on, aside from the Breaking Bad stuff that you have already done. When you're part of your lug or whatnot, is it more like the building, city stuff, cityscapes?
We come up with themes. We plan our big fan fusions a year in advance, so it kind of gives us an idea of what, or me personally, an idea of what to build, and then I just go from there. I don't know unless I'm inspired to build something specific,
sure,
or a layout specific, then that's the best way, is when they come up with something and I just kind of fit in.
Just fit in, get in where you can get in.
That's the best inspiration. Yeah.
Let somebody else do all the creative thinking, and you just build off.
Yeah, you just give me a theme.
You piggyback off.
Pirate or space.
Sure.
Yeah.
Very cool. How long have you been building Lego?
Probably since teenager, high school.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Huh. Did you have a dark age?
I wonder about that.
I know some people do.
I must have, through high school, but probably not very long. Because I have pictures in high school with all of us, on the floor with a big pile of brick.
Yeah.
So I think I've always had,
You were still trucking along.
Yep.
You're like, girls, cars, okay. Lego. All right, let's go. It never goes away.
Yeah.
Do you have a significant other?
Yes, I'm married.
Okay. What do they think of your Lego hobby? Are they in it with you, or are they kind of like, you do your own thing?
Is it, and kind of you do your own thing.
How much? No, I don't need a serious answer. How much of your monthly income goes to plastic bricks?
Oh yeah, you don't want to know that.
See, that's one of the things I love to hear, because there's so many people that are like, I gotta put another mortgage on the house.
Too much. There's a Lego room, so you gotta keep it stocked.
You got to keep it busy. Is there a favorite theme? Obviously, you had mentioned you like building city. We got a crying baby in the background somewhere.
Oh,
I don't know where it's coming. Oh, it's literally right there. They're angry. They didn't get their Lego brick today. Did you? Do you have a theme that you either currently love now or is not around any longer, that you're like, you know what, that theme, that was top to bottom, that was phenomenal?
My favorite, and I like to build and it was only a small theme. It was the original Blacktron.
Oh,
not
yeah.
the second Blacktron, the first Blacktron. And so if we do space things, I try to do like a Blacktron themed.
Yeah.
Buildings, other spaceships, like not necessarily the originals. I do the originals, but then inspired by
Sure.
just build anything black and yellow.
It's done. You got it.
So,
It works.
I like the Blacktron theme.
Do you have a favorite? Obviously, you like Blacktron. Do you have a favorite set that you have ever built? And you're like, this top to bottom, this was my favorite.
Oh, I don't think so.
That's cool. You don't have
And to be honest, I don't like building.
No, you're a mocker.
Set.
Yeah.
So it kind of drives me nuts.
No,
to
yeah.
sit there and put together a set. I did the Millennium Falcon. So
the UCS.
Yeah.
I just talked to somebody else who did the UCS. That was their first big UCS.
That was the first, and I like that one.
That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not the best mocker. I will always promote it, and I will always try. My problem is I start building something, and then my brain goes off the rails, and I don't know what it turns into.
Yeah.
And then I walk away from it, and I'm like, I got to start over, a month later, and nothing ever gets done.
Yeah.
Nothing ever gets done. But eventually my goal is to come to one of these shows and continue to do this, but at least have something displayed on the table adjacent to me and be like, look, I did build something.
That's right. You should have a stack of studio things.
You know what? I should.
Build your studio.
I should do that. That's great advice. You know what? I will.
Make a mixer.
Make a mixer board.
Yep.
Next year. I will bring one next year. That anybody that's listening to that plans on coming back. I know Robert will be here. But any words of wisdom or anything like that? Wait, before we get to that. You said you're the head of the lug, right?
So I'm just the ambassador.
Ambassador.
Yeah.
How can people get into your lug if they're interested? I know some places they have to come to so many meetings. There's other places that you can they can just show up and they get part of lug. So how does that work for Cactus Brick?
So we meet every third Saturday of the month, and everything's on the cactusbrick.com.
Okay.
The information, we meet in Tempe, Arizona, and people just show up. It's adults only, so over 18.
Okay.
And then we encourage a lot of people to come, and then hopefully they'll like it and stay.
Well, how many people roughly active do you have with your lug right now?
I would say maybe 40, 50 active.
It seems about active or about average. It seems for most. Okay, so anybody that is interested, they can definitely go to cactusbrick.com. He's got socials. You guys can I can link those with this episode. Last thing that I was going to mention, and I was a little early. Any words of wisdom or any words of advice to anybody that is thinking about mock building or thinking about joining a lug? Any final thoughts that you have that you could give to somebody?
Oh, I would say just go, show up. I mean, build everything that you build is good. Whatever you're building, whatever you're inspired to build. Yeah. Nobody's gonna look down on it. Just go, bring it in. Even if you have to go to like a local Lego store,
sure,
like a Bricks and Minifigs or something, and just be with other people that have the same interests.
And that's huge.
Yeah, and you come, you'll get inspired, and go from there. Yeah, just do it. Just get in there.
I love it. Love hearing it. So, Kamaki, thank you again so much for taking some time out to chat with me and stuff, and share your journey, share your stuff. I hope the Breaking Bad stuff goes gangbusters at some kind of con. I hope you end up taking it to like a Brick World Chicago in the future or something like that. One of the really, really big ones.
Not that good.
Oh, it is good. It is good. Y'all, you need to let him know. But anyway, thank you again so much for joining me, and I hope to, see you again maybe here next year at another show out on the West Coast.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All righty.
Well, that'll do it. That'll wrap this thing up. Another great interview. I told you guys, I absolutely love talking to people. One of my favorite things of doing this podcast is just interviewing people, whether it be remote or in person. I absolutely love it. It's just such a fun thing. I love hearing the stories. I love hearing the builds. I mean, Breaking Bad, hello. And believe it or not, it's kind of ironic that we're here at this point in time today, because I've started rewatching Breaking Bad again for, I don't know, probably the fifth time, something like that. And it's just something I was like, you know what? I like having something on. I already know what's going on, but I like having something on in the background when I'm, working on Lego stuff or podcast stuff or anything else, So it's nice to be able to, have that experience and relive kind of some of that, even though I'm only in season 2 again right now. But, going back and doing the interview with Kamaki and going back and listening to it again was really fun and just gives you a different appreciation to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to wrap this thing up. So until we meet again, I'm your minifig host, Matt. Let's build on it.